So right now we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. I feel like we just stayed in the AFC a little bit. We're gonna get out the AFC. Let's do the NFC East right here, chat. NFC East. So we got the Eagles, Dallas, Washington, and New York Giants, baby. Let's go. Wow. This draft class right here between these 4 teams, I was kind of excited about. I ain't gonna cap to you. So first up, we got the Eagles, and I'm not gonna lie. After the first pick, the Eagles kind of knocked it out of the motherfucking park because you gotta get the Eagles to draft grade A. You feel what I'm saying? It gotta be at least an A. Like, they don't need nobody. You feel what I'm saying? They already got a Super Bowl winning MVP quarterback, Saquon Barkley. They got an outstanding fucking defense. They only lost Jalen Phillips, who's over fucking paid anyway. They don't need him. You feel what I'm saying? They don't need anybody. In my opinion, I don't feel like they need anybody. They got their core defense there. They got their core offense there. We already know they just went out there and got 5 different receivers. We all know after June 1st, AJ Brown is definitely getting shipped up out of there. You know, and who knows what they're gonna get for AJ Brown. So the Eagles are good, but to really get the #1 rated receiver and Mekhi Lemon at pick 20 is pretty fucking strong, yo. I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty fucking strong, yo. They just got here. Went out there, got the best ranked receiver, who's explosive, bro, who's humble, who's mature. You feel what I'm saying? This bull Mekhi Lemon is going to be a fucking different, bro. And I understand it may sound like I talk about the Eagles with a lot of passion. That's because I'm from Philly, yo. If y'all ain't know, now y'all know. When we play them, it's always fuck the birds, but we barely do. But either way it go, after the Mekhi Lemon pick and then after Eli Stowers from Vanderbilt, this is why they're shipping off AJ Brown, because they're a pass heavy team, but they're a heavy for the tight ends. If you're a tight end, the Eagles is a team you want to go to. Look at all of them: Dallas Goedert, fucking Zach Ertz, Dallas Goedert, Grant Calcaterra. Now they got Eli Stowers, but they get all these dudes paid, bro. These tight ends be hooping in Philly. I'm not gonna cap. And Eli Stowers, yo, he a different breed, yo. The Eagles at least an A. If not an A+, it's definitely gonna be an A, man. But I really like the Eagles draft class. Philly fans should definitely be excited. But after that, we got the Dallas Cowgirls. You feel what I'm saying? We all know they always messing some shit up. But they killed it with the very first pick in Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs by far was the top 5 player in this entire draft. If you know, he was one of the best players there is. There was no safety like him. Like, I think the white safety from Oregon was the next ranked after Caleb Downs. But the skill gap was so far away. It wasn't even funny. Caleb Downs is extinct. He don't have the size like that, but he's not too small. You feel what I'm saying? So he's not really undersized. He just is on a smaller end of a safety. You know what I'm saying? I think you're like 5'10", 5'11", maybe 6 foot. And I might be spicing. I don't know. But Caleb Downs is one of the top players. He's a beast. He reads the plays, but I think the best thing about him is his fucking IQ. His IQ. Y'all know that film study ability in Madden? It's like Caleb Downs has that instilled already, and that's big. So that tells me he's gonna be like an Ed Reed, a Sean Taylor type of player, the Charles Woodson's when he went to safety type of player. Like, he's hands down. But after that, I don't know what the Cowboys is doing, bro. They went ahead and drafted 2 edge rushers, and Malachi and Lawrence, and then they went ahead and get the other one, Barham. I don't know. I don't think they needed an edge rusher. I feel like they could have went in a different direction right there. But at the same time, they had one of the top offenses last year, so I feel like they probably felt like they needed to beef up the defense a lot. Cool. And that I can understand that way of thinking if that's what it is. So I gotta give the Cowboys. I give them a B+. I really like the Caleb Downs pick. I ain't gonna cap. At the 5th pick, and he's not picked yet, I'm grabbing him at 5th. It does not matter, but I think Sonny Styles to Washington. Dangerous. I don't know if B-Wags is still there or not. But if B-Wags is still there, you pair him up with Sonny Styles. But the focus on Sonny Styles, he's a freak of an athlete, bro. He's a freak of a fucking athlete, bro. He's athletic. He's like a hybrid. He's fucking fast. Like, you don't find a physical skill set that Sonny Styles has and then pass on him, bro. That's not something you do. You know what I'm saying? Put him in the right system. He can be fucking phenomenal. But the next 2 picks is what I was really impressed with. You know what I mean? Sonny Styles is great. Antonio Williams out of Clemson. You feel me? Because I feel like the Commanders was definitely missing that explosion on offense that Terry McLaurin kind of lost a little bit. He still has it, but he kind of like gauged, he's on the fence with it right now. And they wanted it. They wanted Debo to come in and kind of be that exciting factor for their offense, but he just wasn't what he used to be. You feel what I'm saying? But Antonio Williams is definitely that speedster, definitely that good route runner that they absolutely need to really fucking burst the top off the defenses, man. I'm not gonna lie. But Kaytron Allen, running back from Penn State, is who I really like because he was slept on, bro. Because he sat behind Nick Singleton and everything. Cool. They split carries and everything, but people don't understand. Kaytron Allen is a dual threat back. You feel what I'm saying? They pair down there with the Commanders. They pair him with Bill. Bro, that backfield is gonna be scary, and y'all know they already be throwing Debo in the backfield, so they can have a three-headed snake back there. I ain't gonna cap, so I wouldn't be surprised if these three people from Washington actually start doing a lot better, and they game easily transition into the league. I just think it easily will. With the fifth pick in the NFL draft, the New York Giants select Arvell Reese. Mind-boggling. I don't know what happened at that point. I truly believe that the Giants' war room was so sure that Love or Carnell Tate was not going to go before their pick that they didn't even prepare for it to happen. I feel like as soon as Love went there and then Carnell went fourth, their heads was just spinning there, so they didn't know what the fuck to do. So they drafted another top linebacker. Now, don't get me wrong, Arvell Reese is a hell of a fucking player. I think he is going to be great in the league. I think he's going to be, his game is going to easily transition. He's physical, he's strong, he's quick, he's smart. He reads the run very well. Like I like it. But y'all don't need him. That's my only thing. Cause now you got Kayvon Thibodeau requesting a trade. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all already got Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau. Y'all just traded Justin Lawrence. Y'all didn't need Arvell Reese, bro. That was the perfect time for Abdul Carter and Kayvon Thibodeau, however you say his name, to really start stepping in and start hooping. Now, what's throwing me off is because I can see them two on the edge and have Arvell Reese play in the middle because he's kind of like a hybrid linebacker. I can see that. But now it's throwing me off now that Kayvon wants to trade. You know what I'm saying? What are your plans for Arvell Reese? Like, what are we doing here? Because I feel like y'all kind of messing up the team. Cool, and then y'all drafted it. Y'all kind of made up for it with drafting an old tackle. Y'all got your franchise QB. At least I believe in Dart. I do like Dart. I like his swag. I like what he brings to the game and everything. So I think they got their guy. And you got to protect your guy. You know what I mean? I understand that. So I understand why they got an offensive tackle, one of the top offensive tackles. Cool. I really do like the Colton Hood pick. Colton Hood. I think he went to Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. But I really do like the Colton Hood pick. He's very physical. He's a little smaller than I would like, no diddy. But he's very physical. He's smart. He's very instinctive with the ball. Good technique. Good back pedal. Good break off the ball. I like it. So, and that's definitely something that they needed because that corner that they got from the Saints, a D-Blow, he a little mid. But you pair this Colton Hood cat and he comes in and does what he's supposed to do. He'll be a very nice combination for Javon Holland. And then you have who was it? Tyler Rubin is the other safety. I like Rubin. Or Tyler Nubin. But that's a good pick. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, this is a pick I really did like. It was kind of unexpected for me, though. Malachi Fields, Notre Dame, receiver. Now, as a young QB, I feel like it's always essential for you to have a big receiver or like a real number one receiver or a really good fucking tight end. That is like it's so, when you have either one of those things or both, it is so easy for your rookie QB to come in and really just progress and be as great as he possibly can be, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see with Mendoza, with Bowers and everything. Y'all gonna see. Like, when a receiver has a QB has a tight end and a receiver that he can always go to, even just a tight end he can always go to and depend on, it's essential to their development, yo. I'm telling you. If you never paid attention to it, look at it, yo. But, yes, I like Malachi Fields. Point is, me saying that, Jackson Dart got a 6'4", 6'5" receiver out of Notre Dame in Malachi Fields, bro. And you look at Malachi Fields' tape, he may not be the fastest, you feel me, but he huffs. Head top. You feel what I'm saying? He does that. I ain't gonna cap. So I think Jackson Dart is gonna have a lot of confidence throwing the ball up to him, just letting him go up there and do his thing, you feel me? Which is gonna be essential to their offense because they already got neighbors on the other side. You feel what I'm saying? Who can't be guarded. So you got to double team neighbors, and then you're gonna have Malachi Fields in one-on-one all the time, who's just gonna be dumping on shit. That's crazy. Then you got Tyrone Tracy with Nick Scat in the backfield, which is a crazy two-headed combo. I like. So I ain't gonna lie, the NFC East is gonna be another exciting division to watch, bro. Every single one of these teams it's gonna be a dogfight. It always is. You feel me? And I think a lot of people came up. I'm actually excited to see the Giants actually start doing good again, man. But that's part 3 for y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let me know what y'all gonna think down below. Likes, comments, support, man. I appreciate it all. But let me know what y'all think. Who y'all rocking with? Y'all rocking with the Eagles, Commanders, Dallas Cowgirls, New York Giants? Who y'all rocking with? Who's your favorite pick out of this draft class through this division? You feel what I'm saying? But stay tuned for part 4. I'll let y'all later, man. Y'all be easy.